After Fabrizio Romano announcing that United has gone ahead to agree personal terms with Manuel Ugarte of PSG, 24-year-old Uruguayan international, we've gone ahead to get more and more updates coming in from France. That is L'Equipe and Fabrizio Romano himself, and now we know the price tag that has gone ahead to obviously be put onto the head of Manuel Ugarte. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as don't miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, subscribe because we want to hit 20,000 subscribers before the end of this month. Guys, I know everything is possible. That's why you've gone ahead to see to it that we've gone ahead to obviously put in a very huge gear in as far as really doing content is concerned. We start off the day with a live stream, then we put in a recording, then 2 hours from the upload of this video, you people are really gonna be getting in another live feed onto this channel, and you're gonna be discussing Manchester United fully. I really enjoy talking to you and really discussing with you as far as Manchester United content is really concerned, and I hope you guys are really enjoying it to the fullest. Now let's see close to 200 likes matching this video, and let's start it off with L'Equipe that I've gone ahead obviously put in a shift in as far as this deal of Ugarte is concerned, after Fabrizio Romano came up and really broke the news that personal terms have gone ahead to be agreed. L'Equipe have told us that Manuel Ugarte has reached an agreement with Manchester United, but the positions of the two clubs aren't aligned yet. PSG wants up to around £59 million for him, which United don't want to pay. They are instead considering a loan with an option to buy. So Manchester United are really trying to do the needful for this deal of Manuel Ugarte, and they don't want to obviously come up and really pay a lot of money for this guy. Looks like the side of PSG wants to even make profit from the amount of money that PSG bought Manuel Ugarte from the side of Sporting Lisbon. It will remember that last summer the buyout clause of Manuel Ugarte was 60 million euros, right? And they bought him 60 million euros. Now, when you look at 59 million pounds, that is like 70 million euros, is the call or request coming through from the side of PSG, meaning that they want to make a profit of 10 million euros from the amount of money that they bought him from Sporting Lisbon, and that is really unacceptable. However much I like Ugarte, but the moment it reaches that level, I do what United did when we really wanted to sign Gerard Braithwaite, and they had gone ahead to stand into the way, asking for 65 to 75 million pounds, and United backed out of the deal. And I tell you what, if I'm Manchester United, I back out of the deal. That is it. So, if they want hard cash, let United back out of the deal. A loan with an option to buy, it's really welcome. That is it. It's really welcome for me, and I cannot really say no to that. But spending almost 60 million pounds on Manuel Ugarte in this summer transfer window, yet there are players like Amrabat who are really proven at the Manchester United, and they can do the job, and they can come in through at 22 million pounds. Then there is Ederson who plays for Atalanta. I think I rather split that amount of money into two: 60 million pounds, pay 20 for Amrabat, and get in a player called either Merino. You know Merino, who is playing for the side of Spain and Real Sociedad, 28 years of age. Then all else I go in for Ederson, who plays for Atalanta, or even try to attack a deal of Zubimendi, who is 50 million pounds as his cost. And I think PSG are thinking that they are working and dealing with the Manchester United that they really bought Angel Di Maria from. That's not the case. It's a different Manchester United team altogether. The CEO for the club of Manchester United is a king for obviously backing out of the deal, and because he did football finance, he knows to it that I cannot go in for that deal, and they have their own reason as to why they are doing such. And Omar Berrada backed out of the deal of Harry Maguire to Manchester United, so to Man City, and he let United pay 80 million pounds, and he went in for Ruben Diaz, meaning that he always has better options. He said, let Jorginho go to the side of Chelsea and let's get in Rodri. So this is a guy who will only allow us to spend where it's worth for us to spend. If they believe Manuel Ugarte is worth that amount of money, I tell you, Man United will go into that deal and get it done and dusted. If they believe that he's not worth it, there is no way they'll obviously put it into action to obviously pay that amount of money. But a loan with an option to buy, I don't know whether it's going to be mandatory, will be really good for the club of Manchester United, because if Manuel Ugarte hits the ground running, then I'll be here advocating for him to sign for the club of Manchester United. If Manuel Ugarte doesn't, then we let him not sign, like we did for Amrabat, Marcel Sabitzer, and so on. But Fabrizio Romano has something to say again about the deal of Manuel Ugarte and Manchester United plus Neves. Fabrizio says, PSG are prepared to let Manuel Ugarte leave with destination Man United, as they want Neves at all costs. After agreement, Felix to PSG. Talks are still ongoing with Benfica over fee. Man United and PSG also still in talks with Manuel Ugarte fee. So it looks like PSG are negotiating a deal of Neves, and to knock it down to 70 million euros, right? And when they knock it down to 70 million euros, they want Benfica to accept that fee, and then they want to come to Manchester United, get us 70 million euros, and see to it that we get in Manuel Ugarte. Remember, Neves was one of those players that United really hugely wanted to buy, but Benfica was like, we are not obviously going to come in through to complete that deal, because the amount of money you're going to have to put in through is just almost half plus the amount of money that the release clause really reads. And the release clause has 120 million euros. So PSG are trying to negotiate the deal with Benfica, and they're like, let's see to it that we see Man United getting in Manuel Ugarte, and then for us we get in Neves. And for Man United, they are like, that is not going to be the case. That is not going to be the case, and it's really one of those deals that United are not really eager to do and obviously get in going. But there is some good business that Man United is set to do, and it's all about Andreas Pereira. Andreas Pereira is wanted by Chelsea, and they are willing to pay 35 million pounds. And remember, United has a 30% sell-on clause. Is it 30 or 20%? One of those. They have a 20 to 30% sell-on clause, and that means United might be bagging in between 7 million pounds to 10 million pounds if at all they sell the player. Remember, we sold him to West Ham for 10 million pounds, and that means if you can get more 7 or 10, that will be 20 million pounds from Andreas Pereira. And remember, he's also one of those players that is a homegrown player, and that equates to what we call pure profit from his sales. So Man United might be going to get in some huge amount of money, and I believe this deal is really going to be better than the deal of Atletico Madrid, because Atletico Madrid wanted to sign him on loan with an obligation to buy. But Chelsea is coming in through to obviously offer 35 million pounds, and that is really great for the club of Manchester, because we'll be getting in 7 to 10 million pounds for the player known as Andreas Pereira, something that would go ahead and really excite me as a fan of Manchester United, because that was some huge business done. We sold him for less, and he went ahead and hit the ground running at the side of Fulham, and now we are really getting in huge money. And by the way, the interest is really concrete, because the side of West Ham is willing to obviously go ahead and really pursue a replacement for Andreas Pereira, and that is Emily Smith-Rowe, and we've gone ahead to see to it that they've gone ahead to put in a bid that has gone ahead to be rejected of 30 million pounds, right? And they want to get in a replacement, meaning that they've come to a conclusion that Andreas Pereira might not be their player next season, and that will be great for the club of Manchester United into the mix. Now, let's obviously go to Erik ten Hag when asked why you wanted to sign Joshua Zirkzee. Ten Hag said he's a player who can link up the game, who can be a variable, hold up the ball, have good ideas, be creative, can dribble, make combinations. So this is what makes this player very special, and that's why he's regarded too as a replacement for Anton Martial, but I believe he's really doing better and better and better, and he's coming in the club where the manager wants him. He's gonna be getting in those lectures from Ruud van Nistelrooy, you know, the best in class. As you noted that by the time he was really leading that line, he was one of the deadliest number 9s that went ahead to score very many goals in his career in limited games in there for you. So when you look at what he says about the lad, that he carries the ball, he does the hold-up play, good ideas, he can be creative, he can dribble, and he can make combinations. This is what makes him a different kind of striker from Rasmus Højlund. And the beauty of him is that he's a tall lad, and I just can't wait to see what battle is really gonna be like in between him and Rasmus Højlund. A healthy competition is really gonna be set by the club of Manchester United on this tour, and I just can't wait to see who is really gonna come up to put in a shift that is really well required to get everything up and running into the mix. So we are here to wait and see how Zirkzee is gonna be fitting the club of Manchester United. I think I should come up with that video on how Zirkzee can really fit in the club of Manchester United. And remember, he came in through for just 45 million euros, and he's a Dutch international, and he's resting in America where he'll join Manchester United. I know if at all Zirkzee is really serious, he cannot really spend 4 weeks of rest, because that's what FIFA recommends for any player after a season is done or after a major tournament. So I know he will do what Carl Palmer went ahead to do. Carl Palmer played until the final, but he rested for 2 days and joined Chelsea, and wants to go with Chelsea in America because he never did a preseason. Now, this is where I just wait to see how this guy is really going to react, Zirkzee, because if he's really very competent and he wants to obviously set competition, he should rest for 2 weeks. That is the previous week, because they were knocked out around the 10th, because it was a Wednesday, you know. Now you rest for to 17th and 24th, 25th. If I'm Joshua Zirkzee, I should be joining Manchester United camp in the United States of America to obviously play those 3 games and obviously get that combination in when you're playing against Arsenal, Real Betis, and Liverpool in the side of America, such that he sets up the competition in the bar so high to get ready for the game of Man City in the competition that's going to be played on the 10th of August. Then, if at all Manuel Ugarte deal is done and dusted, I'll also expect him to cut his deal short to come in through and join Manchester United in the US. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Rokan David is my name. I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about Manuel Ugarte asking price by PSG revealed. Should we go ahead and really pay £59 million or not? What do you make about it? Zirkzee, the combinations, link up play, being intelligent, and obviously being creative, reasons that Erik ten Hag went ahead to sign him. Do you agree with Erik ten Hag, or are you in sync with Erik ten Hag? And lastly, we ask a very big question concerning the man himself, known as Andreas Pereira. You know, 7 to 10 million pounds sell-on clause if the sale of him to Chelsea is really accomplished. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Juma Karim to the Muslims. We sign out. See you later. Second video of the day. We sign out.